Hey, good morning, guys. Guys and girls, name's Eads. Glad to have you here. Working on this. Looking for my fret end file. Do you ever sleep? You dummy peach? Dude! I love that screen name, always will. Yeah, I do, but yeah, I'm so swamped right now, and my refrigerator went out, so I'm like trying to work extra hard just to be able to record a new one. Are we cooking? The ultimate sick? No, dude, I am doing some fret work. Just really quick fret work though. Let's get the day started. Right, my dude, I completely 100% agree. You're hungry, bro? Awesome. Make yourself an omelet. Those are always delicious and fantastic. I'm doing fret ends real quick. Is what minutes since I've seen you up on here. Thanks for hanging out. How are you? I was going through last night. I was like feeling this thing around, and I was like, I could put a little bit more attention here. So that's what I'm doing real quick. Like I can feel it. Okay. Swing, southern busy. Oh, cool. That's for building an electric guitar that just makes cool sounds. Alright, dude. Quadraberry. Alright. So, no, okay, I can't pin that comment for some reason. I would say minimum of a custom guitar for me is going to be about a minimum of about $850. And that's kind of like bare bones. It's basically all about the wood at that point. It would be, nothing flashy, maybe a hardtail Telecaster or hardtail like Strat. But, I mean, you could get, in all fairness, you can get a Squire from, Guitar Center and have that sound and play just as good. I mean, might not sound just as good if, like, this thing had good, awesome, and amazing pickups and whatnot, but at least in regards to, like, just playability, any cheap acoustic, any cheap guitar you can turn into a shredder without a question. I wonder if I could pin that. Yeah, for some reason I can't pin that comment. That's kind of silly. It is what it is. So what's up with you guys? Good morning. How's everyone doing? How do you put the truss rod in? Steve, awesome question. So there's a video I have where I route out a truss rod channel, and that's kind of how it goes. You have to take a plunge router, and then you basically route out a channel on the direct center line of the neck, and that's how it happens. Oh, and then yeah, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna do that. You'll probably have to put some oil on the buttons or something wicked like that. Oh man, he never cease to amaze me with these comments. That's awesome. Yeah, you'll probably have to like put some oil underneath the underneath those yeah, where the switches are and whatnot. I'd assume even if it was brand new, that you're gonna get some like clunk clunk clunk. Oh yeah! Yes! Dude. Oh man, you guys are fucking awesome. That's all I gotta say. Can you build a? Can you do a Firebird body? Yeah, that one except a strat neck. Yeah, actually, that would be Bluesman. I could, and that actually, we actually wanted to do the exact same thing, except he wanted like Firebird, like he wanted like the mini humbuckers on his project. So I might, um, he wanted like, yeah, he wants to do like a Firebird body with a strat neck, reverse headstock, and also like a standard like a three-way blade versus like a three-way like toggle switch. So it's kind of like up in my alley, man. How did I learn? Steve, dude, good morning, man. Uh, also, Steve, your friggin' acoustic guitar sounds awesome, and I dig that you're playing in a friggin' you're playing music in a parking garage. That's pretty badass, man. Um, honestly, how I learned was I watched a lot of YouTube, and I also have a lot of I've like throughout like I joined a bunch of like luthier groups on like Facebook and stuff, and like I got really good connections with like a lot of people that are like professional, and they also went to school for it. So I like kind of like picked all of their brains to like make like this. Like for the most part, like it's all of this stuff is kind of similar. There's like there's a few things where people do in operations that are like a little bit different, but for the most part, like everybody's kind of like on the same page. Keep up getting the great vibes, man. Mason, much appreciated, dude. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, hey, I'm glad, but I'm also really glad that you're hanging out, man. Honestly, it's kind of one of those things. Um, for a long time, I'd be doing the stuff on Facebook and on Instagram, and there'd be like no traction at all. So it's kind of like as soon as I hit 1,000 on TikTok, it's kind of like, damn, like man, I was missing out and sleeping on this platform. So now everybody's kind of hanging out. I get to kind of just be myself and be this like idiot, And so far, I'm pretty blessed that a lot of guys are enjoying it. So. Rather listen to people who knows how to play than tell me what the heck? I'd rather listen to people who know how to play than tell me how to have work done. Well, all right, well then you're in the wrong spot there, Lisa Reno. Josh Green in the house. Yeah, it's pretty much what I'd want. Badass, dude. What's up, Wayne? Good morning, sir. What time is it here? It is 6:53 in the morning. So yeah. So, Katie, wait, hold, oh. Oh, hold on, I gotta get it. I gotta put it on. Kitty Rebellion is in the house. Like, there it is. Working out and saying, hi, yeah, what's up? Hey, good morning. I hope Colorado's treating you fantastic. Good to see you. Where am I at? That is Central Time. Dude, also, good question. So where I'm at is I am in the Wheaton, Naperville, DuPage area of Illinois. Golf Fish Dad. Awesome name. Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you very much. Wayne. I drilled 6 holes in my Les Paul. Put Grover tuners on. Alright, dude. I thought Les Pauls were stocked with Grovers. Were they locking tuners? I thought Grovers were stocked with those. You didn't ruin anything. You just you took away a little bit of the vintage. You took away the vintage or the OEM of it. So if you ever try to sell it, some Gibson purist is gonna be like, that's not the tuners that went on there. So, but no, I am not the best. Get out of here. But thank you very much. Much appreciated. Never been to Illinois. I heard it's pretty loud. Illinois is pretty wild. But I don't know. Chicago's crazy, but everything else is kind of docile, if I'm being honest. Man, I can't pin that comment. Alright. So yeah, Illinois is kind of weird. You know, like, you have Chicago, which is like, it's a big city. But after that, like, it's kind of like rural, and there's not much really that happens, honestly. I'm in Ohio. Perfect! Yeah, Ohio's beautiful, man. Oh, Kenny Rebellion, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's an 87 Les Paul. Oh, man. Oof. Yeah, dude. I would say, honestly, if you're upgrading the tuners, that's an awesome thing to do. I mean, there's ways and luthiers can, like, hide them and stuff, but, like, I don't know. If you, yeah, like I said, man, if you try and sell it, some dude who loves, some dude who loves, like, OEM Gibson Les Pauls might try to, like, give you, like, they might try to, like, lowball you, but I don't know. If you don't sell it, then you're in good, dude. You're just making it so it's more catered towards you. So, dude, all good. Gonna finish the leg workout. Dude, awesome. Kidding. Thank you for hanging out, dude. I hope that you have a great rest of the day, and I hope that you're, I hope your leg day works out and turns out awesome. Yes, Test DK. Yes, I do. I do see your comments. I'm just, yeah, man. Yeah, applying to this. Okay. Oh, dude. I mean, I don't know where you. I don't know. I don't remember where you're from. I remember you were saying you're from the Midwest. It's what's really weird. Actually, what's really weird is our family, we enjoy going to Michigan, and like Lake Michigan in Chicago, and Lake Michigan in Indiana, and Lake Michigan in Michigan are like 3 different types of things. But like Lake Michigan in Michigan is like gorgeous. But Lake Michigan in Chicago is like, ugh. Dude, Villeneuve! Hey man, cheers to Peru, Nebraska, my man. Good to see you, dude. Oh, you're from Florida? Awesome. I've got family that live in Bradenton, so I've been kind of meaning to visit for a minute. I know there's a lot of stuff happening in Florida right now, so Former Southsider? Oh, dude. Yeah, hey, man. Yeah, my old man loves the Chicago White Sox, honestly. Not right now at the moment, but yeah, I grew up watching. I grew up as a Frank Thomas fan, so I know 100% where you're coming from, dude. Villeneuve? Nah, man, I'm not. I'm not switching. I'm just right now. It's whenever. It's whenever I have something that I feel is important. A lot of the time when I go live, it's basically if my kids are asleep, or if they're like, before they go to bed, or like before they wake up, or like after they go to sleep. So it's always kind of like what's around their schedule. All right, Wayne, take it easy, dude. Good to see you, man. Thank you. I'm on the Panhandle, also Central Time. Weird. That's pretty awesome, though. Like, kind of like the Destin area. The Big Hurt, exactly, dude. Yeah, man. I bought a pair when I was in school, like when I was like a kid, and I was in like baseball. Like I had to buy the Reeboks because Frank Thomas had them, and they were like on the ads all over my. Pensacola, awesome. So yeah, dude, I actually wanted to move there, but now I'm kind of like, nah. Just the humidity, man. Like the older we get, the less we want to deal with. Like the less I want to deal with humidity. God, that sucks. Like yesterday, it was around 95 degrees, but it was like humid as hell. So it was like just like you walk outside and you get like just nailed by like a ball of like you'd be like drenched in sweat. Until the oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you never know if that will actually happen. A city like that plus New Orleans would be like in the ocean so quick. I'm watching a hole doing what? Oh yeah. Someone's doing a refret? That's awesome. I've actually done it. When I pretty much I would say honestly, I think I've done on a live, I think I've done almost everything I can everything like a luthier can do on live streams. Wait, no, that's wrong. I haven't done any paint. I did do sanding. Hey Joshy, how's the UK treating you? I haven't been paying any attention to what's going on over there. Ah, excuse me. Yeah. So, excuse me. So, you guys, Green Guitar Works is from London, or not London. He's from the UK. So, I don't know what's up on the current events up there. He's also a guitar tech, luthier. So yeah, this is kind of boring. So if I'm taking my attention away from being a host, gotta scoop. Blues man, dude, thank you very much for hanging out, dude. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, trust. Dude, I play music in Columbus. I've hung out and played music in Cleveland. And I actually really enjoy Ohio. I think it's a beautiful city. We have some friends that just moved to Columbus too, so I've been meaning to hang out there for a minute, dude. It's a cool place, beautiful state. Yeah, dude, definitely, man. Take it easy. Another thing too, I'm not far from Columbus. Awesome. Um, it's wasn't it, dude? Didn't someone? I mean, I know that you got to roll, but so I've been told there was a petition out there to change Columbus from that to Flavortown because of Guy Fieri. If that happens, I'd be so happy, dude. It's pretty good. I think it was probably just like a joke or something, but that would be pretty funny. Also, another thing, the frets that you're seeing me file, they're regular standard like nickel, so it's not like stainless. Doing this takes a long time, isn't this is kind of just like like a few snips and like you're good. Oh, it's like perfect. Yeah, craziness, dude. I thought it was awesome, honestly. Sorry, guys, if I'm a little boring right now. About to about to kick up in a little bit. I just want to get this part done. Probably could have done this off live, but eh. So you see some people that like do this part and they just like go super fast, but they tear up their fretboard. So I'm like, no, I just want to take my time with it, make it right. It's like perfect. Oh, Travis! What's up, dude? Man, killer beard, by the way, man. Killer beard. Man, I should probably... So what I'm doing right now is I'm just working on Fred Ends. Dude! The man! The man! The legend! Shane Adams. Up in the building, Ryan. Mr. Arkansas himself. Shane, how are you, dude? Hey, Shane. I have a, I think I'm gonna take a beautiful day in the Ozark. Heck yeah, man. Dude, Shane, you're on my YouTube too? I didn't even see you, man. I'm sorry. Hey, Shane. So, I think I'm gonna take a page from your social media. There's an acoustic guitar that I just got done unclamping, and I have to wait another 24 hours for the glue to like cure, because it's dried, but it needs to cure now. So I was like gonna do like a video of like, you know, wait. I have to wait another. Something like silly in the tagline, like I have to wait another 24 hours till I get to play this thing again. Like, something kind of like stupid like that. Because I love your videos when you're like with the sanding, like like while you're sanding, you'll grab like a cup of coffee and then. The music, yeah, dude, for sure. IGO 411, you have an ESP-EC. Oh, do you have an Eclipse? Those are like one of my favorite guitars, man. I love the Eclipse, honestly. It's obviously kind of based off of like an SG, less polished kind of thing, but I think they're super cool. Jeremy! Dude, what up, my man? Hey, dude. Good to see you. Cheers. Shane! No, I gotta wait. That's awesome. Wait, hold on. Like, what? You know what? I gotta start thinking. I gotta start thinking of stuff like that. Cause I think I haven't put it up like for anybody that like subscribes. Like I said, I would like do a dance or something silly. So I gotta think about that. Dude, Shane, thank you, man. Hey, Jeremy, Shane, fill me in, man. When did the kids go back to school? Mine go back August. They come, like the second or third week of August, man. To say I'm counting down the days is not is an understatement, man. So it's kind of like, man, Clay Gibson is up in the house, dude. What's up, man? Good to see you. Hey. Oh man, Jeremy, you know what? I gotta. It's crazy that you just hopped in my live, man. I was thinking about checking up on that one. There's a mushroom growing in my tree. I gotta check up on it. Fretwork is therapy, dude. Yeah, man. Honestly, it really is. And I'll tell you this, dude. With this operation, like where I spearing out the fret ends or whatever, like if it was stainless, it takes a little bit longer. But since this is like standard, it's kind of quick for me. But no joke, man. When I was telling you on Sir Joe's live, anytime I ever get a guitar in, 100% I do the fretwork on it. And it used to take. So I've done fretwork 3 ways. I've done it where you can take a radius block, and I've done it to where you can take like a beam and just, let me demonstrate. So this guitar is different. This has what's called a compound radius. So that means there's a 12-inch up here, a 12-inch radius on the top, but a 16-inch on the bottom. So it's like loose, and then it gets super tight up here. So, doing this took about 2.5, 3 hours to get it all level. And, okay. Aha, it's all the way in the back. The second way I did it was I would go and do like cross patterns like this. I go like that, This took about an hour and a half. But the best and most efficient way to do it is a leveling beam, straight up. Just going like this, dude. What would take me about an hour and a half, 2 hours, takes me 15 minutes. Juan Rodriguez, dude, Juan, much appreciated. Thank you for the follow, man. Oh man, you know what? After this thing is done, I gotta hop back on that thing. I don't know if you, you were, I think you were following me since I got that Charvel with the botched routing cavity. I gotta hop back up on that thing. I gotta reroute that the humbucker cavity and then backfill it and route it out again. Clean that thing up. Mm-hmm. Man. Yeah, serious guy. So when's all your kids going back to school? I'm counting down the days. What's the difference between a beam and a leveling board block? Okay, so honestly, that's a good question. Because I think in the board block are probably the same thing, just one of them is a little bit shorter. So the leveling beam that I have, that I actually made it. It's 3/4 inch thick plywood, and one side is 24 and 3/4 inches, and then the other side is 25.5 inches long. And so it's such a versatile tool. It's long enough for bass guitar necks, but it's also short enough for like guitar necks too. You know? So like it's just one of those things like I I still have to, I have to joint it out again. It has a flat surface. I just want to make sure 100% that it's like still like professionally still level. I'll show you. I play Gibson. You with me? Yeah, it takes an hour. I know. So let me clarify. Yeah, the beam. So this Fret Guru beam is like this thing. It's super thick, but it's like maybe 12 or 13 inches long. So, but look, in regards to like this fretboard, it just cuts. It's not there, right? But this leveling beam is a little bit thinner, but it spans over the fretboard. Like, I don't know if I can. This is what I use. It's something, basically like a leveling beam or like a block, okay, so a block, a radius, like a sanding block or a radius block is like this. But it has a radius inside of it. But for something that has a compound radius like this, you can't really do it. You can do it for when you need to do roll off, but then you're basically mix matching like you'd be like, let's say for example, like if this was like a 10 degree or whatever, and you have your 12 inch or 10 inch radius, and then you take your 12 inch radius block, you're mix matching the radiuses. Your heights are going to be super weird. So basically, yeah, the best way to do it is a leveling beam that spans throughout the entire fretboard. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I was speaking too fast or not. Yes, that is exactly it. That is it 100%. Cuz, good to see you. That is it 100%, because take that into take that into consideration, right? Like, so, I know some people who level, like, they go down and then they come and cut across. But when you do that, you might be hitting. So yeah, like, essentially in the beginning of a fretwork, you're marking it all down, right? You're using your, but just because all of that Sharpie is gone doesn't mean that, you know, it's level here or it's level, you know, down at the, like, you know, it's not all getting level at the same time consistently, and that's the biggest thing. That's why I love this so much. Is because you're getting it like 1, 2, 3. It like, and what I do kind of, yeah, I do like a little bit of cross pattern, but notice like I still have some overhang on the non-sandpaper side. You know, you still have some overhang. Like, yeah, dude, like that. Like, you have that much overhang to be like, okay, you know, like, well, you know, like, it's always consistently hitting the fretboard, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, basically, dude, so 3/4 inch piece of plywood. It's been jointed. It's been planed out. So, you know, this does exactly what I needed to do. Now, it's been a few months since I've taken the jointer to this. So I gotta redo that again. Did you make it or can you buy them? I made this, Tammy. Good question. I actually made this. I made this for myself. So a guitar scale length, and there's 24 3/4 for Gibsons. So I used both. So this top has 25.5, and this has 24 3/4. So I used to basically just use the 24 3/4 because even that still gives me plenty. But I haven't swapped out my sanding tape yet, because one of the last things that I did have on my bench was a bass, and I have another bass coming up. So again, yeah, basically, you know, so it's like perfect, you know, like that's the perfect size. So this is like a one size fits all leveling beam. Oh man. Guess the key to making that is a straight cut from the wood. Yeah, a straight cut, but also, do you know what a planer is, or do you know what a jointer is? Because if you don't, Damani! Dude, what up, man? Hey, sir. Good to see you, man. Yeah, planer. Okay, so planer. So I have, technically, I have like 3 of them. This is one of them. There's an electric planer that I have that has like a 13-inch, like, you know, base. And then there's another one where I like have it, and it's like by hand with like a, you know, it's almost like it's an electric thing. No. Nicole, do you have a preferred music selection to listen to? Honestly, it varies day by day. Awesome question though, cause yeah, I listen to anything and everything. So, a jointer is a machine. It basically has like a fence like this, and then it's like a flat surface. And then like on the inside, there's a blade that constantly spins. So you can plane out with a jointer, but you also, more importantly, a jointer is more for like where you're working at with like, it's more, takes forever for my keyboard to come up. Ah, no worries, dude. You're all good, man. Good to see you. Um, so a joiner basically is more specific to like if you were doing like, like a side profile. But also you can do planing with a jointer as well. Like it's basically it's like there's a blade right here. Imagine like there's a blade. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta get up. Like imagine there'd be a blade right here, and then there's a fence like that. So you can kind of come in it and hit it from here, but then you can also kind of hit it from the sides too. You'll see me using it. There's probably a video too out there where I have been using it too. Getting it in before the heat. Oh my god, yeah, dude. Yesterday it was like 95. Yes, dude. I gotta pin that comment. Oh yeah, dude. So there's a I don't know if so basically I don't know if you guys know it. Speedway was bought out by 7-Eleven. I do like your music today. It sounds like it's blues. It's all blues, cuz. Thank you. I thought it would be cool for like a morning. Usually I like something heavier, but I got the kiddos asleep upstairs, so I'm trying to like not be too loud. Jermaine, what up, dude? Good to see you, man. Oh, it's hot and yeah, dude, it's gotta be. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Like, not. Oh man. Usually it'd be a little bit cooler, but man, I gotta tell you, yeah, I feel like I need to just take a dip in Lake Michigan right now. Nothing, dude. Good to see you, man. Hey, Jermaine, I was catching you yesterday. Man, you were jamming. Hey, man, quick question for you, dude. Does the Boss Katana plug straight into like a DAW, or you just put like, or do you have your phone kind of like right there as like a microphone catching it? Yesterday was horrible. Yeah, dude, it was so. So, honestly, okay, Nicole, that's an awesome question. You guys, I'm also live streaming on. I'm live streaming on Twitch. I'm live streaming on Facebook, and I'm live streaming on YouTube and also TikTok. So I'm getting a question from my cousin. How does the weather affect being a luthier? So being an actual luthier, it doesn't really affect me too much, other than like I'm sweating. But in regards to if in regards to wood, especially something like pine, it just makes it like twist, and so it really helps to have a controlled climate for any kind of lumber if you're doing something like this. Oh, dude, thank you, Tamani. Yeah, man, it's been cut for a little minute, but yeah, it's growing out nicely too. Why did you tape the whole neck, then put the frets in? Oh, so I only taped up just here so I can paint the back of the headstock. But man, I did. But when my order of operations is like, for something like this, I would, slot the frets first. And then basically I would, I would slot them out, and then I would basically insert the frets, and then I would cut them to shape, and then I would tape it up so I can do some of the other little fretwork there. Jake, what up, dude? Like going into a mixer. I'm still figuring it out. Oh yeah, no, I was because honestly, man, that your boss signal comes up pretty freaking clean, and then you can hear the difference between someone just kind of like sitting in front of an amp and then putting their like, you know what I mean? Like your signal's coming out really good. Jake, what up, dude? So I'll be real, Jake. I forgot to sphere out the front ends for this thing. So I was gonna hightail it this morning, but I'm spending more time. Man. Yeah. Onto mixer is absolutely the way. Yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah, no, send me a pic, man. So yeah, this is boring. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. It's always kind of tough to be a host while doing something kind of like that requires this kind of much. The Guitar Society, dude. Thank you very much. All right, Miss Ashley, come on, do it. Just do it. Take the doggos for a walk. Hop on that live. Make Brent jealous. You gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Here's my question. Okay, so my cousin is asking a question from YouTube. Here's the question of the day. What is your preferred guitar? Electric or acoustic? Oh, man. You threw me a really, 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 really easy question there. So, my preferred guitar for that is electric 100%. Because I don't know if you saw it. I'm fixing and I'm doing repairs to an acoustic guitar right now. I had to completely remove the bridge, which required about an hour of work plus a lot of steam. So the steam was melting and kind of like softening the glue underneath the bridge. And so like something like an electric guitar, that bridge is gonna come out with either screws or like, nuts and bolts basically. So it is just so much easier to work on an electric guitar. Like I can take off, especially if it's something like the one that I'm making, I can take off the neck to do this kind of work, But like an acoustic guitar, most of them have what's called, most of the necks are called, they have called set necks. There's some that are bolt-ons, but that's like few and far between right now. But yeah, it's just so much easier to do any kind of maintenance to an electric versus an acoustic. And also, I think another thing too is like we have the technology. Oh, dude, Shane, much appreciated, dude. Thank you, man. The technology is out there to where like it's not as good, but there's like they call them amp simulators, to where you can plug in an electric guitar and it simulates the sound of an acoustic. It's not as accurate. Okay, hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you an example. Give me 1 second. I'll grab the guitar. Because I gotta work on it later on tonight. It needs another... It needed 48 hours to dry and cure. Let me show you real quick. I'll be right back. Ambient Melancholy, much appreciated. Thank you. Hold on. Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta show somebody something. Okay, Nicole. So here's a great perspective of that question, right? So I had to, when I first got this guitar, I needed to completely remove this piece. And in order for me to do that, I needed to take, you know, what is it? Like a laundry, what are those, like, laundry steam, like those, like, steam iron? Oh, yeah. You need to take an iron. So I had like a cloth over it, and I would just let the steam loosen up the glue. And it seriously took about an hour, right, to do that. Here's my guitar build. All it needs is 3 screws. So there's 3 screw holes right here. So literally maybe 10 seconds if I have a power drill. You know, like zip it out. But for that, it took a very long time. So, yeah. So electric for me is like just kind of like, it's so easy to work on. Easier to maintenance. Also, too, I can't take this neck off, but I can feel some jagged frets over here. I mean, you might not be playing up here or whatever. If you do, you're gonna be arced over kind of like that because you've only got so much, you know, real estate there. But, you know, I can feel the frets kind of biting me right here. So if I'm gonna do a fret job, if I'm gonna do fret work, these need to be taped up, and I need to be very careful. Because there's only about a 1/4 inch, maybe if that. Like if I needed to do a refret on this thing, I'm gonna hit this top. If I'm not being careful, I'm seriously gonna dent the top right here, or I'm gonna dent the side right here, because. So this is a bevel that I use. This has like a 30-degree cut, and this is like a straight up like a 90-degree cut. So, you know, when I'm done, I have to take the 90 first and go up and down to make the So when I get done with the refret, I take it and just like, you know, I have to basically file it down to the fretboard. So it's flat basically to this plane, and then from there take the 30-degree and, you know, give it a bevel so it's softer on the fingers. So yeah, dude, if you're not paying attention, you're just gonna freaking nick this part of the you're gonna nick here, gonna nick here. Yeah, dude, it's just so anytime if I can do fret work on something like this, oh man, it makes life so much easier. Pro tip, clamp the body down and tie the neck to your door. Yeah, dude. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, anytime. So, but, oh, Shane, that was the guitar that I was telling you about. I need to wait until 9 p.m. tonight. And in all fairness, I could probably do that job right now. But I am going to be, if I'm not, I do not want to do that job again. I mean, it was a free guitar, so I'm not really out too much if the bridge needs to be reset, but it doesn't need to because I made sure that I dotted my I's and crossed my T's, you know? But yeah, dude, I do not want to reset that bridge again. That would be annoying as heck. Dang, I just have my front end file. Where did it go? Okay, cool. It's gonna work backwards. Well, yeah, awesome question, but like things like that, just like those little things like that, make working on an electric so much easier versus, you know, working on an acoustic. Now, and also here's the thing too, I think it pays to know, it really does pay to know how to do acoustic work because a lot of people love playing them, but for the most part, it's just, yeah, so it's a lot easier to work on an electric guitar than it is an acoustic. Camper Kyle! Dude, thank you, man. Oh, yeah, dude, Jake. Hey, you guys. If you guys are not familiar with Jake Krause, he's one of my buddies up on here, and we're trying to get him to 1,000. That bank shot. Yeah, exactly. Joshy. Yeah, I like Jessica Frets too. I feel like for the money they're great. What's really weird, yeah, dude, like man, there was like a minute when I first started out, I thought Stu Mac was like the bee's knees, but then I realized that there's so much other competition out there. It's like, damn, okay, I see you, Philadelphia Luthier, and also, I'll be real though. You're kind of unfortunate too, Josh. You're unfortunate because like UK. I mean, well, you have Crimson Guitars now. They probably have a bunch of stuff. But like the US just has so many like, you know, there's so many shops. Oh man. Stu Mac is what I've been working on for. Yeah, man, and don't get me wrong, Stu Mac has good stuff, but it's really hard. The competitors out there have just as good of stuff. Now the downside is they don't offer like a lifetime warranty or whatever, like Stu Mac does, but their stuff like Philadelphia Luthier Tools or like LMI Luthier or whatever, like there's so many other places that like offer just as good a quality for like a third of the price, so it's almost like, dude, I can get this for cheaper and it's gonna last just as long. And if you need it, it's kind of like if you need to buy a new toaster and it lasts you for 10 years, just get a new cheaper toaster. Don't, yeah, the long-term gain that you have with a lifetime warranty, I'm sure it will pay off for itself and whatnot, but I'm not exactly making that much, I'm not making that much to like warrant spending, you know, $100 on tool, like on a tool, or you know, a certain amount of tools when the competitor sells it for like 30 or 40. But recently, I'll say in StewMac's defense, recently they dropped the prices on a lot of their stuff. So I need to get what's called a refret saw. I think that's like $40. I need to refret an acoustic that came in last week. I can't do it with my fret slot saw. Is as dangerous as hell on an acoustic, as I found out. Gotta roll up on it, dude. Hey, you too, man. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hey, Nicole, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad that you, and also you have some really, I always enjoy you on my live stream, Nicole, because you always have some awesome questions that, like, you know, and I think that's kind of what's cool about, you know, you're getting the answer, you know, in real time. And I hope I'm explaining this stuff to you. Oh man. So, hey Jake, you know that remember that whatever that thing is, that Strata Warlock I was working on? The owner of that guitar sent me a message and he's like, dude, I love it. Thank you so much. And like, you know, he sent me some videos the next day of like him jamming out and stuff. I was like, I can't, dude. I was like, man, I'm really glad that you enjoy it. But like, yeah, man, it's like, dude, seeing the smile on his face, picking up his guitar that like came in, that played like butt, you know, to push it. It's like, dude, that's what makes me do that's what makes us do what we do, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. It was one of those things, like I was telling you, man, like, yeah, dude, like, I feel like it could have waited like a week to have the paint dry, but, or at least, like, even that, like, it takes about a month for it to, like, really kind of, like, harden up and dry. But, like, you know what? If he's happy, I'm happy. And I gotta admit, man, I understand why you have those kind of. I understand why you have that collection of ESPs, because I was like, after I had got done, you know, setting that whole thing up, and the nut was at, like, you know, and the action heights were like just super groovy. That was comfortable as hell, like, play around, but it was also like the body style itself was like aggressive, but like it was, dude, it was like super comfortable. All right, Camper Kyle's got a question. Second guitar I bought was a used Takamine 12-string unit and showed it love for a couple. The neck had a slight bow to it, but 135 pounds. Of the 135 pounds I had to have her. Oh yeah, dude. And also a slight bow, kind of an easy fix. I don't know how much tension a 12 string takes or whatever, but you know, if you can tighten up the neck, go for it. But do not tighten the neck with it on full tension. Loosen up the strings before you start, you know, adjusting the truss rod. But yeah, dude, Jake, I was, yeah, man, before he picked that guitar up, I was like, I honestly couldn't stop playing it because it was like, it was just super comfy, man. It was sitting in my lap all just nice and snug. Like the body style was it was aggressive enough, but like still classic enough. Now I'm kind of like, dude, I can see myself buying a guitar like that. Or even for that matter, building one from like with that kind of like with that body style. Just be like, hey man, I need to borrow that body for a second, graph it out, and then freaking just roll with it, you know? And I gotta tell you though, yeah, dude. The one thing after 3 years, the bridge started rising, and I put her up. Oh, you put her up for sale? Yeah, dude. A friend of mine, a buddy of mine, Brian, I used to work with. His old man has a 12 string, and he was thinking about bringing in, and I was like telling him, like, yeah, man, that's kind of a hefty job to do. Damn. $8 years. 8 years ago, I bought an Alvarez 12-string jumbo cutaway for $100. Oh man, $100 for a guitar ain't bad. He's pulling up to. Yep, 100%, Jake. You're right. Man, 8 o'clock. Oh, another thing, dude. Another thing, Jake, about that guitar. How can I find the? Hey, dude. Oh, dude, Jeremy, no sweat, man. No sweat, dude. All right. I think also I keep on getting notifications that like I get like live reject, or it's like I'm getting notifications like Yeah, I feel like something's up. My phone's even getting like, oh, it's getting laggy. Um, so, dude, all right, Camper Kyle, Jake Jake Kraus actually fixes Camper Kyle. Jake Kraus fixes amplifiers, so he would be the dude to actually talk to about that. Me, I understand electricity, but to a point. Arby's, dude, awesome name, man. I gotta get myself a beef and cheddar. Oh yeah, man, good to see you, dude. You're in Southern Illinois. Whereabouts, dude? Oh man, what is it? Oh man, where Southern Illinois, Carbondale. My old man went to Carbondale, or he went to SIU when he was in college. I've had to. I went down there and party with some cats too. Man, I love Carbondale. I thought it was a beautiful. I thought it was a beautiful town. Not too far from St. Louis. Cave in Rock is pretty like it's like not too far. So Jake Kraus is from Kansas City. Not from Kansas City. He's like close. He's from Kansas. I'm sure there's a I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing this, but this is kind of the way that I take my time with it. About 15 minutes from Carbondale. All right, dude. It's kind of a cool spot. You're like not too far from It's like you can drive like an hour and a half south. You can go to Memphis. Hour and a half, west, and you're in St. Louis. Man. No overtime, but have 3 that need to be revised. Right, hold on, I'm missing some stuff here. Sorry, guys. Yes. And a Silvertone 1484 with original tubes. That's cool, man. A Silvertone. I'm sure it would probably be beneficial to swap the tubes out of there, though, man. That's not something. Tubes are kind of like potentiometers in a guitar. It's like, you know, there will come a time to where it's probably just replacing them. If you replace them with like the same, you know, like let's say you're replacing CTS pots with CTS pots, you know, you're not changing the value or putting any monetary value down on it, because that's just one of those things that it eventually needs to be replaced 100%. Unless if you freaking never play it and you let it sit in a like a case, like in a like a trophy case or something. Craig Blue Voodoo Twin? Dude, I actually like them. I wish I had a Blue Voodoo. But they're kind of like, a lot of sound engineers make fun of them. My buddy Jason is one of those guys who's like, God, it sounds like butt. Man, I cannot wait for this to be done. I should have done this earlier. Hey guys, sorry if I'm not like focused on being the host right now. I just kind of want to start. I want to set the bridge while my kids are asleep. How many more? Cool. I want to set the bridge while my kids are asleep so I can like try dialing in everything else afterwards. So I'm trying to hustle. See, and this is kind of the job. I feel like I should have been trained by a professional luthier. Because I'm just kind of going off of like what my instincts are. I'm sure there's a way to do this faster, but I'm more concerned about how this thing is gonna feel when it's all done. I'm not care. I don't give it. I don't really care too much about speed. This is like when you start to give us when you start okay when you see this fretboard or when you see this neck. I learned that something like that you need to take anytime you need to make things right. Because I have a drill press and I have a punch. I don't know if you guys know what a punch is, but a punch gives like the center dot that I can use to drill screws down or drill bits into. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's just gonna go directly in the center. And like the drill bit that I use with my drill press, dude, it was just so. It caused my stuff to like get off center. And like I'm thinking like, you know what, the next time I have to do, because I've got more builds coming. So next time I have to, give tuner holes, I'm just gonna do a punch, and I'm gonna use my regular power drill, and then I'm gonna use a reamer for the rest of it. I don't care if that's gonna take 2 hours. I don't care if it's gonna take 4 hours. If that alignment's gonna be perfect, it's worth it. Hey, 90 minutes. So what's everybody doing? Oh, well, we all learn from making no mistakes. 100%, yeah, dude. It's gonna cancel out. Alright. I mean, not too far, not too much to go. me. Oh, dude, thank you, Camper. Kyle, yeah, I'm usually listening to metal, but I'm swapping it up. Also, I no longer have a YouTube Premium subscription, and like I I was downloading songs. Like I missed the day where like I would like I miss the days where I can just like buy an album and they haven't go like and it, I don't think I've ever been around enough to where like you could purchase an album and have like most of those proceeds go to the actual band or the artist. Because like the record label's gotta have their cut, the attorney's gotta have their cut. Like I feel like streaming is such BS to like the actual musicians. Like, I feel like streaming is kind of BS to the musicians that come out with the music. Miss Ashley, what's up? Come on, do it, do it. Um, so I had Google Play Music for a long time, and I actually at first was really apprehensive, but then I was like, all right, well, it's just like iTunes, except it's for like Android. So I was like, okay, whatever, and I would buy music from there, and now it's just like everything is like pushing streaming services, and then like you see, you got guys like Snoop Dogg are coming out, and it's like, hey, my song streamed my song got 1,000,000 streams, and yet I'm only making like pennies. Like, what the fuck's up? So it's like facts. Like, damn, dude. So things like Spotify, you like think like streaming services basically can just like kind of have all of the cards and like all they basically like yeah. I feel like they're rigging the deck so the musicians don't make much. So, so that's like I'm going on a rant, but like Google Play Music was like a spot for me where I would purchase all my music and stuff, and then like a year later, like Google Play Music announced that they were going switching to YouTube Music, and I was just like, come on. And now YouTube's like, oh, stream for $11.99, all you can. And it's like, no, dude, like I just want to buy an album and not have to listen to anything else that's like, oh, this, we think you like this. It's like, no, dude, I don't want to do that. So yeah, basically, I bought a bunch of, I purchased, like, I went through like a whole blues kick to where I like bought like at least probably like, I'd say like $150, $200 worth of like blues that I just like can kind of jam to, and this is all it. But it's like the gritty kind of blues. It's not like the modern, like the Delta, the really raw. Me too, man. Especially on road trips. Joel, dude, what is up, man? Yeah, just press play and enjoy. Yeah, kinda. It's more or less like, I don't know, like after hearing like the stories of like, there's someone that came up with a really good, kind of elaborate thought process on it, and he's basically saying like, he's basically saying you don't own the music anymore. It's being leased out by other companies. I was like, damn. And then you hear like a lot of these like good bands can't go on tour because because a lot of people are taking their cut and their fair share, and it's like, damn. So a small little thing, Taylor Swift can do it because she's making millions, but like the little guys that kind of like just barely kind of nationwide, like just like small national acts are having tougher times going on tours and playing gigs and stuff. Oh man. Yes. All right, you guys. Fucking yeah, dude. It took a minute to get here. Let's do it. You guys ready for this? Let's do it. Finally. Where is... Oh, I'm running a bit? Oh, okay, cool. Yep, exactly. I agree, man. Alright, Camper Kyle. If you have any bolt-on guitars, the same goes to my boy Jermaine. Anybody with any kind of bolt-on guitars, first thing you want to make sure, the threads of the screw should not be threaded to the body. They need to be threaded. They need to be threaded only to the neck. So it needs to go just like this. Let's see if I can... So, basically... let's see. So basically, like I can move... Well, hold on, let me... yeah. I can move the screw easily. Right? That's how it needs to be. Now, I made this up with a bunch of my templates, so in theory it should be center, but we are little. Oh my god, guys! We are about to find out. Damn, where did my nut go? Okay, cool. Here it is. Okay, so 100 to 120 like foot-pounds of torque is all it needs to go from here and then to go to the neck. So this thing is about to start. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Doesn't need to be tighter. You don't need to like tighten it 300. Casey, dude, what's up, man? Hey, dude, very wicked idea to go with that Home Depot fretboard, dude. That is awesome. Also, another thing too, So when I started playing drums, whenever you tune a musical, like whenever you tune a drum, let's say if it has like 6 lugs or 8 lugs, it's always kind of like a cross pattern. So let's say if there was like 6. Oh shoot! All right, I can pick that up. So for something like this, if I was gonna start drilling down to this lug, I would do that one next, and then I would do this one and then that one next. So that way, it's kind of equally getting tension there. Like putting guitar on 100%. Yeah, exactly. That's how you need to look at it. Pressure needs to be divided equally into it. That's. Oh my god, guys. You have no idea how friggin' excited. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to put the ferrules on. That doesn't take too long. I gotta pull them out real quick. Where's my... Alright, Tyler. Alright. Lonnie! What's up, dude? Hey, Lonnie, check it out, man. Hey, dude. Good to see you, man. Yeah, good morning to you, man. I hope the West Coast is treating you well, dude. How are the grandkids? Take this out. So I need to... looks like that thing is going to stay. Cool. So what's inside of that, in this side of this right now is just a buffing compound. Right, hold on. Oh, he's a little bit thicker. I might... Here. See... When I first put those in, these holes, where did my caliper? Where did it go? Okay. So when I first put these holes in, it was before any of the clear coat or the stain. Oh, let's focus in on that. $1.4 millimeters. Too big. Cool. Yeah, no. Where the heck did I put my screwdriver? Oh my gosh, you guys. You have no idea the exhilaration, the excitement, all that nonsense. Yes, sir! What kind of pickups do I prefer to play? DiMaggio. 100%, dude. I just love DiMaggio's. Like the bite, the clarity, just all of that, dude. Like, I just love DiMaggio's. Like, it's just kind of like such a dynamic tone. I don't know, man. It's like my go-to. What about you, dude? A lot of people love Seymour Duncan, and you can't go wrong with it. They're like a classic brand. A little too tight, but what it is what it is. Man, I gotta work on that. Not a fan. It's not as tight or not as good as I'd like it to be. Not as consistent, but live and learn. I'm gonna try and separate that a little bit more. That spacing is not so good, but chalk it up as a learning experience. Man, that sucks. Not so happy with that, but it is what it is. The next time is going to be a lot better. That's kind of weird. Maybe I was like punching this thing at an angle. You know? Like, was I drilling at an angle? Because I yeah, dude, that's gotta be it. I want to have an ES335 with custom humbuckers, P90s, and a single coil lips. Alright, That sounds kind of like an interesting little duo there, man. Punch through. Must have came at it at an angle. I gotta figure that out next time. You know what? For excuse me. It's almost like, yeah, you know what? I think next time what I'm gonna do, for the next time I'm gonna punch these. I'm gonna punch these out, and I'm gonna do it on the exact same opposite. Yeah, dude, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Next time I have to do this, I'm gonna hit that center line on both sides, and I'm just gonna knock it from there. That way, that's completely straight. Instead of like, yeah, dude, got that. A we can dream. Yeah. Oh, where did that bridge go? Holy cow, you guys. This is kind of surreal because you guys are watching me put this and assemble it together. Here we go. Sorry for cursing. I cannot believe it. The opportunity is finally coming through. Man, okay, I gotta order more. This is crazy. This is freaking crazy, dude. I'm about to string up and set up my very first guitar that I've ever built from scratch. Like, I've set up a lot of guitars, but none of them have ever been the ones that I've ever built from scratch or by hand. So right now, yeah, dude, like, I know this thing is not perfect. It's not like, it's not like a perfect machine right now. But it's like, dude, it is my freaking build. Like, it is my scratch thing that I put months, dude. Months into it. That's crazy just reflecting on all of this stuff. Seeing my name on the headstock, man, are you kidding? This is insane. This is fucking awesome. So right now, I'm not doing any of the electronics. I'm just wanting to make sure. I want to double check the, because I have. I just want to make sure that the bridge is set correctly before I start dialing in anything kind of meticulous. Insane, dude. Insane. This is crazy. .42. And I'll probably get some crap for having a brass nut, but I like brass. I personally prefer it. It is what it is. It's fucking happened. Oh my god, dude. This is insane. I see. I don't know, dude. I'm in like disbelief. Like I never thought this moment would ever happen. I'm not even joking. Like I never thought this. Like I don't know, dude. It's just so crazy to reflect that I've worked really freaking hard, and my social media and everything that I have going on. And it's like, damn, dude, it is coming to fruition here. Dude, this is fucking insane, dude. So I'll toss it. Where are my wire snips? Ah! Hidden. Okay. Alright. So whoever's watching, you guys are watching a historical moment for me. Oh my god, dude. Man, my kids are awake. So I'm not dialing, I'm not gluing in my nut right now. I am just. Dude, this is insane. This is crazy. Insane. Insane. Oh, dude, it's lining up so fucking perfectly. Okay, so it's good here. We're gonna have to knees a little. Push. Okay, so what I might need to do, it's a little high. What I'll need to do is maybe take it. Oh, I got a cool plan for that. Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm totally neglecting the comments right now because this is one of the most important. This is the most important part of a guitar. Is if this bridge is not aligned correctly, the whole thing just will play like butt. So don't, yeah, man. If anyone's talking right now, I'm not paying attention. Unfortunately, well, yeah, I think you guys understand though. So this is the reason why. This is crazy, dude. This is. Insane, guys. Insane. And I feel like the bridge is a little oversized spacing. It's on, though. That's like right on the money. It's insane, guys. Hey, Ed! What's up? Good morning, sir. Hey, Ed. So, Ed, very monumentous moment for me, man, and I'm glad that you're here. I am about to put the screws in to set my bridge. How freaking crazy is that, man? I gotta find some wax. I don't have any wax. All the luthiers tell me that, you know, putting wax around their screws helps for long-term stuff. Insane, guys. This is insane. So I cannot go too deep because the body is super thin. So I have to be very diligent on that. Insane, guys. Insane. Wow. What do you think? Yeah, I'm just gonna choose. I like the Blackwood spoon. I might need to find. Well, all right. So on that note, I actually have to go get my kids, but I will be back on later to finish this up. Dude, Jake, thanks, man. I don't want to stop, but I know I wait. Hold on. I know what's up. No, I want them to be a little bit bigger though. Yeah. Got some brass. Let's put these things in. Need to put. Oh man, I need to find wax, guys. Alright, I'll be right. Well, hold on. You know, I'm just gonna put that one in right now. Insane, guys. Insane. Insane. Okay, cool. Dude, that just looks bitchin'. The brass pops, man. That looks awesome. I'll show you guys in a second. Now I need to create a truss rod cover for this thing. Randy! Good to see you, dude. Thank you for hopping on my YouTube, man. Okay, hold on. I like that. Yeah, I don't trust that. I want it completely off. Randy, you and I both, dude. I am stupid excited to get this thing up and running. If I'm being honest. Like, the first... Dude, this is my very first build of all time. Like, it could look... It's... Some stuff is not perfect. It's not perfect by any means. But it's like, it's my very first one. And, like, man, it was a huge learning thing, too. That's bad ass. Like, how often are you going to see a 24 fretted... Joe, what's up, man? How often are you guys going to see a 24 fret reverse headstock Telecaster? Like, nah, dude, it doesn't happen that much. Don't happen that often. I'm going to spray some of this liquid wrench on there. Alright, guys. I'm going to finish stringing this thing up, and then... I'm going to leave the nut loose, because I gotta dial that in. Because I'm kind of dialing in the action heights and all that stuff, too, so... Unreal, dude. Unfriggin' real. I'm looking at this thing right now. In case anybody was wondering, yeah, dude, this is all. I mean, it's not a This isn't a manufactured botched headstock, you know, or like botched, you know, tuning spacing. Like, that's me. Actually, no, I'm not gonna, because now I need to actually do the soldering aspects of it. So I should leave that open. Alright, guys, on that note, I'm going to split for the rest of the... I'm going to try and get back up on here. Because I'm honestly really towards the end of this whole thing. Yes, dude. But Jake, I love it. I honestly, I prefer a brass nut. I know everyone's like, bone, but no, man, me, I like that chime. I think it'll leave a little bit. It's gonna nick up my. It'll probably nick up my tools a little bit more than usual. But other than that, dude, I'm all gravy. Guys, all right. So, on that note, I gotta finish up the soldering to it, which won't take long. And then from there, yeah, man, you guys are gonna be seeing me play this thing tonight. I'm excited. On that note, though, I gotta split. You guys have a great rest of the afternoon. I will be seeing you soon. Jake, thanks for hanging out. You guys, Ed, thank you for hanging out, dude. All you guys are freaking awesome, man. Thank you. Peace.